Future Self Inner Journey. Get into a comfortable position. Now allow your eyes to close and begin by focusing your awareness on your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in easily and effortlessly, then breathing out. Each breath allows you to become more relaxed and comfortable. Let any outside sounds only serve to allow you to go deeper inside. A reminder of how good it is to leave the noise and stress of the outside world and journey into the quiet and peace of your own inner world. As you sink deeper down into quiet and ease, perhaps you can imagine a grounding cord dropping down from the back of your spine. Imagine it going down to the center of the earth, deep into the earth. Imagine there is something that you can anchor the cord to, so that no matter where you go on your inner journey, you feel solidly connected to the earth. As you allow yourself to go deeper into a state of relaxation, remember a time when you stood before a pond or a lake and it was quiet and peaceful. You may have dropped a pebble into the center and noticed the ripples rippling out, one ripple after another, flowing outward farther and farther. The ripples slowing down, becoming farther apart until the water was once again calm and peaceful. I'm going to invite you now to imagine that your body is like the body of water. And as you drop a pebble into the center of your body, you can feel ripples of relaxation rippling out. Waves of relaxation flowing through your body, up through your torso into your chest and your back, up through the vertebrae, and spreading out each and every muscle of your back, through your shoulders and arms, up through your neck, your jaw, face, and scalp. Feeling those ripples relax as your muscles let go and become soft and loose. Feeling the ripples of relaxation flowing down the bottom of your torso, flowing through your abdomen and your pelvis, down through your thighs, calves, ankles, and toes. Know that each time you drop a pebble into the center of your body, you can become more relaxed. As you become more relaxed, you find yourself becoming more quiet and more peaceful. Now bring your attention to the spot right between your eyes. Imagine that you have a third eye. Imagine that there is a light there. What color is the light between your eyes? Now imagine that light becoming a beam that extends out into space. Follow that beam as it leaves this building, as it travels about the city, and as it continues out so that you can make out the entire area. And then the coastline. Keep on going further and further out into outer space, and notice the curvature of the earth. As you keep going further and further out, find yourself enveloped by the softness and the quiet of space. Notice below you the big blue-green ball with the white clouds wisping around it. Allow yourself to enjoy this perspective for a moment. Now notice another beam of light very near to you, a different color from the one that you followed into outer space. Begin to follow that beam back down to Earth. The beam is taking you back to Earth 20 years from now, 20 years into the future. Keep following this beam down. Notice the curvature of the Earth and the geography stretching out below you. Good. As you come closer to the end of the beam, keep noticing where you are. This is where your most positive future self lives. You 20 years from now. Come into contact with Earth and notice where you are. Notice what dwelling or nature surrounds you. Now move to the dwelling of your future self. What does it look like? What kind of landscape does it have? Are there trees? Flowers? What kind? Get a sense of this place. Do what you need to do to get someone to come to the door. Know that on the other side of the door is your future self, waiting to greet you. Yourself 20 years from now. As the door opens, what do you notice? Greet your future self and notice the way your future self returns your greeting, welcoming you into this time and place 20 years in the future. Take in this person, your future self. Now move with your future self to a comfortable place for a conversation. Perhaps your future self offers you something to drink. Really settle in and make yourself comfortable for a conversation with your future self. There are some questions that you might want to ask your future self. Begin by asking the following 2 questions. First, what is it, future self, that you most remember about the last 20 years? In the last 20 years, what stands out most in your memory? Take a moment now to hear the answer. Now ask yourself the following question. What do I need to be most aware of to get me from where I am now to where you are? What would be most helpful for me to know to get to where you are? Listen to what your future self has to tell you. Now take a moment and ask your future self your own questions. What are other questions that you would like to ask your future self? And now ask your future self one final question before you go. What name, other than your first name, are you called by? A special name. It would be a metaphor or a symbol of your essence. What is this name? Good. Bring this visit with your future self to a close. Thank them for being here with you today and sharing their wisdom. Now find your way back to the beam of light and journey back up the beam, watching this world 20 years into the future grow ever smaller as you move out into space, seeing again the ball of blue-green below you, clouds swirling around it. Notice that your beam of light is intersected with a different beam of light that will take you back to this current year, at your current location. Follow this beam of light back to present time Earth. As you travel down this beam, notice the Earth growing bigger and bigger. Notice the geography of this area, moving further down the beam, the skyline of where you are, and finally coming back into the room at your current location. Good. In a few moments, I'm going to count from 3 to 1. At the count of 1, you will be refreshed and alert, as if you have had the perfect amount of rest, knowing you can remember everything you wish of this inner journey. And when you open your eyes, please remain silent for a time and just jot down things you want to remember about your journey. 3, coming back to the present time, becoming more alert and refreshed. 2, stretching your body, feeling the ground beneath you. And 1, eyes open, refreshed and alert.